something big happened in Germany. The right-wing party of the AfD is now considered by the internal security agency Verfassungsschutz, which is always checking if everything's going well in Germany and with the constitution. The AfD is now officially labeled a right-wing extremist party. Wow, shocking. Let's see what they say. I know some stuff about this. The Gestapo is stopping them. Let's see what happens. Marco Rubio has already tweeted with a retweet from JD Vance that this is tyranny. Alter. An actual, normally working government organ that is not run by an billionaire has concluded a party is right-wing extremist, and you call that tyranny. The earth, man.
Now to politics in Germany, where the far-right political party...
It doesn't mean they're spot from elections. What this means is currently this report is still not public. It's not public, but what happens is that once a party gets this label, you can start the process of trying to ban them, which I disagree with. I think if you ban them, the Germans are going to go crazy. The number one thing this means is that now under law, the BND and the Verfassungsschutz, the internal safety organs like the FBI in Germany, is now allowed to start to use certain methods against the AfD, such as wiretapping. They can access data, they can start using bugs, they can start fucking with them a bit, which I fully fucking agree with. There's enough factual evidence, we can work on this if you want, that the AfD has massively right-wing issues. Literally, just in the Brandenburg parliament is like a real-life fucking Nazi. I think we saw that 2 weeks ago. We saw the video. Insanity.
I see the AfD, Alternative for Deutschland, has been classified as an extremist organization.
They want to ban them, but currently they're representing 20% of voters. And if you ban a party like that, I don't know, man. You make them a martyr, I don't know. A lot of Germans are going to be very fucked up about I don't know. Banning them seems like... God, I don't know, man. I don't know.
By the country's domestic...
Also, I want to say another thing real quick. Factual stuff. I like facts. The AfD candidate and winner of the Thüringen election, which is the state of Germany for about 12 million inhabitants, Björn Höcke, has tweeted and instantly deleted 10 seconds later that he has tweeted. This is a true story. I can actually show you the tweet. I want to show you the tweet. Is this Björn or Bernd? Hopefully I can find it. So this is what he did afterwards. This is the representative who won the election in Thüringen. He won a state election. He's saying, so listen to this. Listen dearly. After the internal organ has called them right-wing extremists, the US-American foreign minister has a great comment about the destruction of German democracy through our internal safety mechanism. This isn't democracy, this is tyranny. Insanity. Marco Rubio will has insanity. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. You have my email address anyway. Listen to this now. And this is insanity. I can only tell the workers of this internal... It's called Verfassungsschutz. It's an internal organization trying to protect Germany after Nazi shit, right? I can only tell all the working employees of the Verfassungsschutz that they should look for new work. At the end of history, there's always one thing. If you went with them, you're gonna hang with them. Kind of insinuating everyone who worked on this, we're gonna fucking get you when we're in power. What the fuck are we doing? Like, what the fuck? That guy won an election! Brah! Ah!
Intelligence agency.
Anyway, one more time. Sorry.
Now to politics in Germany, where the far-right political party, the AfD, Alternative for Deutschland, has been classified as an extremist organization. He deleted that instantly
because probably his media team told him, that's not very good to say.
Country's domestic intelligence agency.
Imagine tweeting. You're a grown-ass man who understands social media and you're a politician, and you tweet something and delete it afterwards. You're A, retarded, because you know every tweet is savable, or B, it's wanted. It's this Steve Bannon Trump agenda of you say a lot of dumb shit and you see what sticks. You're like, oh no, I said that? Oh no. Oh, what are you going to think about it?
The AfD made major gains in recent parliamentary elections, standing on a platform of opposing immigration. According to the agency, the AfD wants to exclude
crazy times to live in, man. Holy shit.
Process based on their ancestry or ethnicity, and this, it said, is incompatible with...
Yeah, let me explain this to all the viewers. The main reason the internal organ has now defined them as right-wing extremists is that their views in their program is not equalizing immigrants and stuff. Like they have certain things going on in their program that non-German citizens or lower class and should not have the rights written in our codes. Stuff like that.
The German
that is the main reason they got that
thing
now.
Has described the news as a heavy blow to democracy.
There's no proof he tweeted it. You showed a print screen. Anyone can make that. Are you serious? Let's do a deal. I prove to you right now he tweeted that, and if I'm right, you permabanned for idiocracy. And if you are right, I gift you a sub and make you moderator. You want to take that deal, El? Tell me right now.
Well, let's speak now to Clara Pfeffer, political correspondent for German outlets RTL and NTV. Clara, thank you very much for joining us today to tell us more about this. And take us through what the intelligence agencies are saying, their reasoning for this decision.
Yes, thank you very much, and hello from Berlin. They are basically confirming a suspicion that they've been investigating for years now. So the AfD has been a case of suspicion of being extremist for years, and now they've compiled a paper of 1,000...
No, she is fine. Can we please stay with the topic at hand and not get boners? Let's try to be educated young men and talk about this at hand. I don't know if he tweeted or not. I'm saying a print screen can't be proof. Ah, you fucked up. You fucked up. Permaban. Thank you, man. GG.
And 100 pages. That is saying we have it confirmed. We know that the AfD is not against, it is against basically the democratic principles of our German constitution, specifically because it is trying to exclude entire groups, especially people with a migrational background and people who are of Muslim religion. So they have found proof, and that's not everything.
Let me explain something real quick for Canned Noodle, this little retard. Canned Noodle just said, what did you say? Why should non-citizens have the same rights as citizens? Otherwise, what's the point of being a citizen? In a modern civilized country such as yours, the USA, there's a thing called a constitution, right? There's a constitution. Now, what a constitution says is, it gives certain basic rights to everyone within the state. This isn't saying that refugees are super equal and can do everything. But for example, they have certain human rights. For example, equality before the law. If you go to court, it doesn't matter where you're from, you get treated equally, you can have freedom of faith, etc. Where the AfD wants to exclude certain groups from these constitutional rights. Don't think I have to explain much more than that.
More and more proof and put it together into that paper, saying that the AfD is repeatedly using Nazi slogans that are usually not allowed in Germany.
Those are for citizens? Not true. You're wrong again. Jesus fucking Christ. How many times I gotta destroy you? I studied this shit in law school, man. Let's look at the first one. Human dignity shall be inviolate to respect, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Every person shall have the right to life and physical integrity. Under law, if you're a judge or whatever, every person, all persons shall be equal for the law, not all Germans. In law codes all across the world, also like your country, the US, but once again, you're uneducated, we have to distinguish in law between, how to say in English, in Germany we say German constitutional laws and non-German constitutional laws. A non-German constitutional law is this, for example, all persons, whether you're fucking immigrant or not, you have a human right that you get treated equally in front of court. There is German ones, I don't know which one right now. Here, this one. All Germans shall have the right to assemble peacefully and armed. For example, Germans, this is where if you're a non-citizen, you can't just easily assemble like that. So you just got destroyed once again. I love you. I love you, Canned Noodle, but man, you got to try a little bit better, buddy. I love you, buddy.
Been saying that we should change our way of remembering the Holocaust.
Anyway,
so they've just put everything together that we've been seeing. And
you can believe into whatever you want in the world. You can be a right-winger, left-winger. But once you fuck with the Constitution, it gets a little bit,
Also, many people have known for
years.
Like
if you want to fuck with human rights, these people shouldn't have human rights.
Already classified as extremist in 3 different states in Germany, former Eastern German states. So this is now basically confirming that that is the case not only for these 3 states, but for the entire German country.
Interesting comments.
Just so you know, before that, the AfD was considered and classified right-wing extremist in 3 states. Now it's for all of Germany.
From Chancellor Olaf Scholz. He's not Chancellor for very much longer, of course, but he's saying
the
domestic intelligence agency provides very detailed justification, but ban proceedings must not be rushed.
I like how I just did something from law school. I remember the Constitution of Germany and how to analyze and stuff.
What sort of discussion is there about a potential ban?
Yeah, that's a highly political discussion
I don't know
that
if we
has
have
been
time
going
for
on for
Skyrim,
years,
guys.
and especially in
I don't
the
know.
last couple of months, it has also been
What is wrong for adjusting constitutions? E.g., I don't think it's wrong if Democrats in America want to adjust gun rights. Yes, it's very, very normal to adjust constitutions. And for example, Germany is 66% majority in the government. But when we talk about the adjustment of human rights, such as equality in front of the law, that's a bit different, right? If you want to change equality before law, or you want to change the Second Amendment with gun rights, that's very, very different, right?
discussed
Very
a lot.
different.
The last government or the last Bundestag that was just re-elected said that they tried to do it. They tried to get a majority. They failed. There were not enough members of parliament who were in favor of starting a ban. That's also a very long process. And that is
Yeah, I don't know how that exactly works to ban a party in Germany. It's in the constitution. I don't fully know how that works. It's a very long process, but I wonder what will happen in Germany if they ban the AfD, because the AfD has 25% of votes right now. That's weird. How exactly does banning a party in Germany work? It's a long judicial process.
discussion is basically how do we get that party
God, I'm so much better than like Hassan and Esmengold. I always base everything in facts. Man, I could take over Twitch if I just do politics all day. Look at the view count, man. People love politics. I could be so big. But politics streams make me so sad in my soul. They make me so sad.
That's what the other political parties
They're so
want to
fucking-
reach.
I'd rather
and
chill
they
in
are
Skyrim,
worried
dude.
that if you try it with an actual
But this
ban and
politics
that
stuff
whole
is
process,
so
that will take years. And
poisonous.
throughout those years, the AfD will have the opportunity to claim that that's being a cause, that they are actually the victims, that it's not transparent, that they're being surveyed by the state. So
I
that will
wonder
also
why.
be an opportunity for the AfD.
I wish when someone gifted 100 subs, they would say, tell me why the AfD is right-wing, because that would be a great stream I'd like to do. To really show you guys what exactly factually they are
to
really
maybe
doing.
grow even further and
There's
mobilize.
great,
Yeah,
great
and the
material on
AfD,
that.
they are talking about legal action in response to this classification, aren't they?
Exactly. They are saying that they
Nice
want to
bait.
take legal actions. They've also tried that against that case of suspicion that has been going on for years. Last year, a court in Münster confirmed that they are a case of suspicion. There is still some more legal action going on, and they will also
It's
now...
nice when a country has kind of independent judges and they're not being chosen by a Trump or fired by a Trump. It's kind of a nice thing, right?
try,
When these courts
to
actually
have
can
legal
fucking
actions
perform.
against that classification,
great?
that confirmation of this classification, because I think that's
The viewers are
important to
waiting for
understand
Skyrim?
that
No,
we've
if I go
already
Skyrim, I do stream
been
reviews.
seeing that for years.
It's
and
getting
now
late.
It's basically a
Sky-
confirmation
Stellaris
of
sponsorship
what
is
the
soon. I don't think we have time for
Bundesverfassungsschutz,
Skyrim.
which is the institution that
But once again, 34 gifted, 34. And tomorrow is 8 hours Skyrim. Wow.
tries to make sure that our constitution is protected in Germany, has been seeing and surveying for years. So they will take legal actions. I don't know how much
But not much
possibility
more
of
information,
success there
unfortunately,
is,
on this
but
topic.
obviously that delays things, and the discussion will
The year of left-wing Tommy, I guess now I'm officially a left-winger. Yeah, I think I am. But one last thing I want to say here is I really never agreed with these labels. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. You should always have different opinions. For example, I fully agree with conservative sentiment that immigration is an issue. The way we handled immigration hasn't been right and should be looked into and should be reformed 100%. So I want to always be careful with these labels. Oh, I'm a liberal, conservative. What are you, man? I don't like these labels. The world is more complex than just labeling people. Right? You should always be open to talk.
She slipped in my fingers like sand. Heard that she had a man. Now I'm just sitting here sad. Oh well, ship sail. She slipped in my fingers like sand.